So we're going to do a little game. It's called boggle. I know many of you would have played boggle, finding words from the letters. So it's very straightforward. What we are going to do is I would request you to grab a paper and pen. I get a chance. And if you go to the bottom of the screen, there are reactions, and you can do a thumbs up if you've got a paper and pen ready. And if you are able to switch on your camera, that'll be great as well. To see you all. Cool. So the way it's going to work is we're going to have letters appearing on the screen, and the way we are going to create the letters is you're going to create the letters, right? So the way we are going to do that is you're going to, if you hover your mouse on the photo that we are seeing, there is a little 2 dots. You see a button called Ask to Unmute, and then there is 3 dots. So if you click the 3 dots, you can go in and say rename your the label that's appearing now. So when you rename, don't do it now. Just figure out the button. I'll say a count, and when you click the rename, I want you to pick up a letter, whichever letter you like. Pick the letter in, and that'll be appearing on the photo, right? So so let's on a count of 1, 2, 3. Let's hover the mouse on your picture where your photo is appearing, on a camera, and just pick the ... and then click rename, and then you can pick a letter, whichever letter in the alphabet you like. See if few of you have done.
Are we supposed to click on rename or just
just click on rename and then pick a letter instead of your name.
Raj, we'll have to avoid this one. We're in a Zoom room. You guys are on 2 big 40-inch screens, and we don't have a laptop, mouse, or anything. So
give me a letter. I will pick it for you. Give me a letter.
A.
Someone's already got A.
Oh, someone's already got A.
Pick Z for Z.
Oh, there's Z for Z.
Okay, Z. Okay.
Z for so from A to Z directly.
and I'm on an iPad, and you can't rename, so I'll take an H.
H. Okay, I'll wait for you, Shane. No worries.
Perfect. So here is the deal, right? You're going to have 5 minutes, and if you go to the top of your screen and view, you can actually look at the gallery. So you will see all the letters appearing, and you're going to form words, which you can form related to the manifesto. If you could form words related to the manifesto, you will get a bonus point. And if you can form as many words you want, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily to the value, but if you're able to find words with the letters that are appearing on the screen related to the manifesto, you'll get a bonus point. So you'll have 5 minutes to do that, right? On a count. So I'm going to give you a count. Once I say 1, 2, 3, you're going to start writing down on your paper you have the words that you can form. Yeah. Just a sec. We got Sanjay. Sanjay, what letter you'd like?
So Saranya is A and Sanjay, I don't know. S. What is A? I. Okay. Can we change the letter?
Yeah, we can change the letter. Let me do that for you.
Because there is no E, there is no A, and then most of the words.
I saw an E. Did I?
That's where this is going to be getting into.
E here. Yeah.
So here is the deal. You can actually negotiate with other people for a letter, right? So we will see how you can collaborate and influence others to change the letter and form the words you want. So you'll have 5 minutes. You can use the chat, and also you can use this. The floor is open for you. So we will see how many words you can find within the next 5 minutes. So you can start negotiating with your friends here. It's a teamwork. So you need to figure out how you can create words.
I'm happy to change from an H to an N.
H to an N. Okay.
Okay, I'm changing in.
I can change from a B to an I. Yeah.
To see how many words we are getting. We got 3 more minutes.
We don't have an M, don't we? Oh, that's bad. I can change to an N now. Is that
No,
right?
we have
Is that
an N.
allowed?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just changed to N. So we have an N.
Oh, N. All right.
Are we allowed to use the same letters multiple times? Or is it once the letter's used, it's used?
No, you can use it, I think, multiple times, right, Raj? You can use multiple.
I'm not saying anything. It's open to you. You guys negotiate and agree on. Last 1 more minute. Okay, last 30 seconds. Okay, let's stop. Okay, so on the chat, if you could put on how many words did you manage to get, unique words, not repeated, how many words you managed to get. Just put it on chat for me.
So you are basically asking to follow the empathy and trust.
12 to
1, 2, 3, 6 to 8.
I think some
I must be doing something wrong here.
yeah, something also team. So we've got some are coming through direct. So 2, 12, 3, 1, 4, 8, 5. And someone had 4 but lost an F, so they're down to 1. Wow.
We're an 8.
Oh, wow.
Highest is 12, Raj.
Yeah, I must be doing something wrong, Sandeep.
Yeah, I don't
but,
think so.
We will validate. So what's going to happen is we are going to just put you in a breakout room of 3 each. You're just going to validate the words that it's formed correctly, and you should have striken some of the words which the letters changed. So you're going to validate between yourself, and then we'll come back, and then we will debrief on it. Yeah. So we're going to put you in threes. So you're going to validate with each other whether the words are correct, whether you missed something, and we will come back and debrief on it. So here we go. We got 3 minutes to validate, and then we'll come back. Would you like more time, or 3 minutes will be okay? Should we?
3 minutes.
Please, 5.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. It's just a cross-checking, just validating. So, here we go.
Who's the cheater in here? Hey, that's right.
Nobody. All righty. Okay, Sharon is waiting. Let's admit her. Hey, Prasanna. Hi, Sharanya.
Saranya, you can join one of the breakout rooms. I've added you.
Yeah, Raj, such a bummer because I was lost with my phone and I had to reboot my system to join now. So I don't know which
No, just click the link to join and you should be fine. So one other person.
stage.
Hey, Prasanna.
How is it going?
All good, all good. Yeah, sorry, I joined a little bit late, so I couldn't, get track of the game myself. You guys were not sharing anything on the screen, right? So maybe I was losing track. So no worries.
No worries.
So when they come back, I'm going to debrief on why they didn't negotiate. If they lose the letter, then they should have negotiated not to change and change something. So that didn't happen. So
So Frank has validated already. No, you're mute.
You're on mute.
You're mute.
I was all alone in my room, so I thought about. So I probably misunderstood the assignment because I'm Dutch, that's for sure. But I thought we had to do starting the letters, starting with the word. So I had a C, for instance, command is control. Or did we have to make the whole word? That's what I was confused of. Yeah. So here you go.
No worries. It happens.
So that's why I said 12. So because I thought, oh, we have to do the start of the word. So yeah. Anyway, that could have been a different assignment, I guess. So
that could have been a different assignment. Yeah, that's a new idea for you, Raj.
That's right. It's probably easier, That's because I don't know if people have to 3 minutes to validate one word. It's probably we'll see.
Yeah, it's about whether how we are influencing the group, how we are getting things moving for our own benefit, or are we working towards the team's collective benefit. So are we negotiating, or are we just following the rules? Sometimes we just follow the rules blindly. We don't ask questions or clarity to clarify what this means. We just jump into solutioning and action. So that's what we see.
I know.
Everybody jumps straight into action.
So the same thing here, because I'm a very solution-minded person. So I said, oh, that's easy, That's every word starting with the word or letter, whatever. Yeah, so easy. Maybe it's cheating, I don't know, but it works. Yeah? So, no, very good. Was good from session with Paul and Amy. That was good.
Yep, it was very good. Yep.
So. How are you going, Sandeep? While we're waiting for the rest to come back, or are we?
All well. Thank you for joining. I didn't know you are joining. Otherwise, I would have given you some work.
No, it's all right. I enjoy everybody's speeches. So no, all good.
Hello.
Hello.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, welcome back.
Okay, we'll wait for others to come back.
Mhm.
I think they're waiting till the last second to finish the discussion before they are kicked back.
Are they all stuck in the room chatting?
Yeah, they'll be coming back in 2 seconds. Okay, so after validation, your count still the same, or is it changing even now? It has become worse.
It's increased.
Increased. Okay, awesome.
We were totally confused as to what we were doing, so no.
Awesome. So just wanted to do a little debrief on this, right? So this is essentially reflecting our team environment. When a team forms, people from diverse background come together, right? And then they are given a task, and how do we go about it as a team, right? So this is essentially to probably simulate a little bit of that. So that's the intention of this. That's why the instructions were very light, because we were expecting you to ask the questions. So what was helpful, or what was easy in this exercise?
This was very difficult, Raj.
It was a difficult one. What was difficult?
Exercise. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think what I learned, and I played it for the first time. We did a different version of this last time with even the letters we were writing on the word, on the document and all. But this time when we rename ourselves on Zoom, right? So first of all, I was just looking for my technique was just to look for 4-letter word, because I thought, I can do away with same, like make, those kind of 4-letter words, because those were, I was just searching for A, E, M, N, and those kind of things. But I didn't think through that, we can basically discuss with others and then come up with maybe a bigger word, or we can think about a word and then plan it, because you asked us to negotiate, but that didn't cross our mind that we need to actually talk to others also. We are so focused on what I can do individually rather than what we can do as a group. I think that was my reflection on this when I was looking back.
So indeed, to build on that though, one thing that usually happens when new teams form did happen today, and that was that people started to self-sacrifice. So the first person to call out, rather than trying to negotiate and ask for something, they gave something to the group, which was a letter, which is also an interesting behavior, but also it's common for new teams, and it's a nice way to break the ice, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And then it happens all the time, right? People want to be feeling belong to the team, and then they give away without thinking whether they need it or not, because the whole idea of this is they want to belong. They want to relate to the team that they are part of, because they want to build that bond. So that's essentially what has happened here, because they just give away. They didn't even think, okay, whether it's useful or not. They just say, oh, somebody needs help, and that's human tendency, right? We all put our hands to help straight away without thinking whether it's the right thing or not, right? So what else happened when the instructions were given, right? Was the instructions clear?
We thought it was easy. Now, whether it is clear or not, that's something we need to now think through after you explain.
Definitely not for me. Oh, sorry. Not for me, because I don't know the game boggle, I guess. So that's what I found out tonight. That's what I've learned.
But Frank, that could be just a Dutch thing.
Definitely a Dutch thing.
He was boggled by boggle.
I might have been not paying it as deep attention as I should have been, but I thought we were looking for words that were in the manifesto for sustainable agile.
Yeah, yeah. So ideally what would have happened is you should have started there, and then you should have negotiated with the team to change letters to form the words and worked as a team together. But everybody was so focused on making as many words as they want. So they were focused on building the words rather than missing the clear instruction that was given that it has to be related to the manifesto. Right.
Now,
so
was it related to or words that are in the manifesto?
I gave both the options, and there was again we assume things, right? We don't jump, we just jump back. We don't clarify. We don't ask questions to clarify. Is it the right? So we just jump back in and then say, okay, I'm going to find the words for myself, right?
Perfect.
What would
Because
have been?
I sacrificed the H for the N because there were a number of words in the manifesto that needed an N, and there wasn't an N on the screen.
Yeah.
And Raj,
And
it was
there's no
so
H
unfortunate.
in the words on the manifesto.
Yeah. What's that, Saranya? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was so unfortunate for Shane because I was his team member and I did not hear most of the instructions. So when I joined him in the breakout room, we couldn't work as a team as well. I was so blurred.
We had a good conversation. It was great. It was from a storming. It was the forming element. But yeah, from a value perspective, aside from value for the two of us, it wasn't particularly useful. But it was a great conversation for the two of us.
Okay, what could have been better? What could have happened better? What could change if you are doing this again? What would need to change?
Well, just agree on what is the source of words we're going to work to, and then actively figure out between us what letters do we need to get as many of those words out.
Yeah.
I think
any other sharings before we wrap up?
I think defining a common goal is what is required, right? Like what Shane just pointed. If we can define what our common goal is, then we can act on, and then we know where we are sacrificing, or if that sacrifice is really required, or whatever letter I got, it does make sense and it can be useful as well. So I think that is something I would say. And the variation that Frank got, I think that is also an interesting one, Raj, for your next time.
Yeah. That's awesome. But what happened is if we had shared that with the team and they had come up with an agreement that, okay, we are going to use that approach, that would have been even the next stage of looking at how do we influence the group that we work with to take on the idea that we bring in, right? That's again, how do we work together as a team there? So anyway, thank you for participating fully in. This is just a little energizer. We'll move into the next agenda. I think handing over back to Brittany. Thank you so much.